wer bei euch zu Hause die Wohnungstür korrekt ab?
Hello everyone, welcome to today's stream. Today we have something really special. I'm crafting 24 legendaries. Just because I don't have the skins yet, and I guess why not? So I'm starting with the missing, how are they called, open world legendary armor. I need 17 of them. And I just craft them now. I have to be careful not to craft some twice. I'm not sure if that's even possible. Yeah, quite a lot of gold actually that I have here. It's a value of around 13k just for the skins. I already have all the legendary items that I need, so I have full legendary in every single slot, but I want the skins as well, so that's why I'm going for them. Yeah, so we have the first part. Go to the next character that has the required crafting, which is this one. Nothing special, just wanted to do that in stream so that I can share it. I will also craft the legendary spear, so if you are interested in that one. Weirdly enough, you have to be, for example, in the Wizard's Tower. You can't do it in the Mistlock Sanctuary Pass, even though there is the same station, so you have to be there. That's really weird. It's not like something that you normally would see. But if you know it, it's not a big problem. So where is the ladder worker? There. Yes. As soon as I have them, I will also go for the, obviously for the suffused ones, so the one with the new skin as well, so with the little bit more flashy open world legendary armor. I have everything prepared for that. Just will do every single one of them in one go. Nice, it's done. And then heavy as the last one. Then I will craft the light raid armor as well. It's the last one that is missing from the raid as well. And then I'm done with all the legendary armor skins, just to have them. Let me use the thing, please. Thanks. And the last piece. Very nice. Got it. Now we can talk to, I think it's Leah or the guy next to Leah, one of those two. And I can get the skins. I have 70 of this imbued rune of suffocations. Welcome Arira, just going for the last 24 legendary skins that I need in this. So obsidian, all the obsidian ones, I just crafted them and now I'll go for the suffused ones. Skin locked, really important, I have to check that before I buy. It will also go away, that's nice, so I don't have to care. Very good. Just buy all of them. And wait, let's check first again. Don't want to waste it, it's quite a grind actually. So here I'm going for all of them, of course. But I think, yeah, you can't make a mistake here. You can only buy them once per account. I think the hardest thing here is, for me at least, was not even the Rift Essences, it was actually the meta events. The Soto meta events are so boring. They are so boring. So I'm done with this finally now. Okay. Very good. And now let's go to the... How is it? Now do we want to the light legendary armor of the raid? We want to do that as well. That's some skin that I'm also missing. And then when we are done with this, I will craft the legendary spear. Probably a lot of people have it right now, but I still don't have it, so I want to go for it. And yeah, nothing special. So there we go. First one. I prepared everything just during the last crafting step here. Legendary crafting in Guild Wars 2 is actually not that straightforward as you could imagine. You have a lot of different crafting steps, but Guild Wars 2 efficiency is a big help here, especially for new players. It tells you every single thing that you need to know. And there it goes. So now we have this as well, legendary armor, complete. And now the only thing that I want to craft today as well is the legendary spear. I have again everything prepared, all the gifts. And let's go for it. And then we can check how much it's worth currently. So there it is. Globian Gear. Currently 3.8k. So if I sell it, 3.3k. Quite nice. Actually quite an expensive legendary still. It will go down in price for sure over the next few weeks. As soon as more people do the quests and sell the stuff even more, either because they have the spear already or don't want it, it will go down at least to 2.5k, maybe even lower, just because it's not that crazy. And yeah, let's unlock it and see how it looks. There we go. Completed. Get all the skin unlocks as well. It's 5 or 6 skins in one go. And yeah, really nice. Let's take a look how it looks. There are different ones, 6 ones. So this one is a little bit more melee focused. This one, I don't know. They are a little bit different. This one looks like a trident. This one looks like more like a staff or something. And this one like a underwater spear or dragoon spear. This one more like it's some kind of bayonet or something. Yeah, really cool spears. Let's take a look at the footsteps. There's some misty, white, grayish. Quite nice. Not that effect heavy, you have to be honest, so it's not that easily visible if you have a lot of people around, but that's just visual clutter in Guild Wars 2, I guess. And the draw animation. Yeah, maybe I should deactivate the balls. Yeah. Yeah, just some interesting spears that come and go. Yeah, really nice. It's a nice draw animation. Looks icy, looks, yeah, down to the ground. I like it. It's fun. And yeah, it's cool. Nice weapon, definitely. I like it. So 24 legendary is done. Let's do some PvP. Let's see. So I really enjoy, did I get a match? Yeah. I really enjoy Condi Reaper at the moment. It's really fun. And a lot of people don't really know how to deal with it because they are just going onto the Willbender trail. So it's a really strong one. Yeah, I think the new spear is really cool. I think it's way more down to the ground, not that flashy, and I think it's way more, you know, just a cool skin, you know. It's not like something that is just bright and it destroys your eyeballs. It's just really, really nice. I like it. I think it's also really fitting for the Codan and the whole expansion. But I can get why people don't like it, or people say it's boring, it's a little bit dull. I can get that. But I personally like it. So I think it's really cool, and it's a really cool thing to go for. Even if you say it takes a while, it takes weeks, maybe even months or years to get it, I think it's a nice thing to go for. So therefore I would say it's a nice goal, definitely. I can recommend it, and it will go definitely lower in price over the next month, just because you need this item that I can show you. Yeah, you need those items here, Shards of Lowland Shore and Shards of Chancellor Sindri, and those are just time gated. You get 7 per quest per week, so, and you can sell those. And now that our 5 weeks are over, all the people that grinded for them have the spear, and therefore it will now go way faster down in price, because people that grind for it will still get it, and people that just do it to get some money will sell it, and it will go down in price over the course of time. And yeah, I think it's just a nice spear to go for. And it's also really cool because you can use it on every single class, and even if you like the different styles, you can also adjust it a little bit so that it fits more warrior or more necromancer. Yeah, I think the smartest way to do with the shards was definitely sell the first, maybe the second week after the update, just because it was horrendous, the price, and then save them up, because then you will have made some money, but at the same time still get the spear in the end, just because you're patient. You don't want to spend that much gold, and you will get it in the end just a few weeks later. I think that makes a lot of sense. I think a lot of people did that. I did that as well to some extent. I did not buy any shard, but I did not sell them because I knew I wanted to go for them, and I'm not really, you know, I wouldn't say I don't care about gold, but I'm not in a spot where I say I need every single copper. I have so many legendaries right now. I have now 120 or so legendaries. Yeah, I'm a little bit different than the casual player for sure. But I still enjoy the game, and that's what counts, I guess. So if you have any questions, please let me always know. I'm always happy to answer and try to explain stuff. So apparently the queue popped but did not go through. Sad. So what I was just explaining is that Conde Reaper is not, I would say, not the best build in the current meta, but against Willbenders, it's actually quite fun because a lot of people just jump on the Willbrainer train and don't know how to deal with Conde Reapers, because Conde Reapers can actually shut them down quite hard. But it's in the opposite direction, it's actually the same, so a Willbender can actually shut down a Conde Reaper quite hard as well. You just have to know how to do it. But I think that's true for every single build, so it's not a hot tip that I will give you. Yeah, so the only thing that this build really doesn't like is a really good power build that can burst you. For example, Sword Dagger Thief, or maybe even a Mirage with Spear. But most people can't play that, so it's fine. Most of the time I really enjoy it. It's really good against Elementalist as well, because you have so much chill application. And chill is really strong against Elementalist. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Is that a support? I don't know. Our team comp is actually not that bad. The enemy team has a weird team comp. They don't want to team fight at all. Yeah, I think I try my best, but my accent still comes through. So sometimes I just slip a German word in or something. So please bear with me. I try my best. And I try to get better and improve in the future, so. But always keep in mind, you know, it's not like I'm only talking, I'm also most of the time playing the game, so I have to concentrate on two things at the same time. So for that I would say it's not that bad. Yeah, of course, I think for a German it's just, you hear that I have an accent and I'm probably from Germany, but you will understand me most of the time, I hope. So let's see, we have the classical 1-4 split, nothing crazy here. Hopefully we get some stealth, probably not from the Deadeye. We have here two people coming from, I don't know, Narnia.
You've taken the mine.
Just wanted to draw their attention a bit.
They took the henge.
I got speared by the... Okay, this guy is just free casting and standing there. I think we can just C-lock him. Doesn't seem like a very good player. Yeah, he's dead. And get the next kill here as well. Okay, Scrapper on me. I have to be careful. Scrapper is actually quite a big damage threat to me. Let's try to catch them, but they have super speed. I tried to show you your skills and my skills, yeah, sure. Why did we lose the whole map? People, please. Okay, we got him. Dodge this. CC, no. Okay, we got him. No, please. Oh, My team is going for both beasts. Are they trolling? They are trolling so hard. But they got both. Okay, never mind. They are smart. 5 heads, really good. Please don't go for beast if you don't have total map control. It's just not... Yeah. Yeah, thanks that you enjoy my videos. I'm trying my best always. Now I have to disengage here just to be sure that we don't get too much pressured here by two people. It's also not that nice against the Scrapper, they have a lot of damage that is going through the wall. So we stay here, try to not die, and re-engage the fight as soon as I can. Okay, he doesn't have a stun break, he's dead now. Scrappers only have one stun break. As soon as they used it, they are dead. So I have to be a little bit careful here. They rallied. I can't kite against the Scrapper, that's the problem. So I have to be a little bit careful here. Okay, we get a counter. We get another kill here. Scrapper tries to re-engage here, but that's too late, I guess.
They took the hand.
I think we have him. No, he got away. Okay, that was close to, but I think our. Yeah, I mean my teammates are not that good, but I don't expect anything, you know. The enemy team, this guy is also not that bad. I think he didn't dodge once this match, so... Ah, there's the first dodge, I guess. But it's fine, you see, as long as I don't die, it's winnable. We have to be really careful here. Because we are now going into their respawn, which is really risky. But no, we have the Scrapper on me, so I have to dodge the attack.
Hello there.
Never mind. Thanks for the raid, Hollow. Thanks. Not that crazy good gameplay as from Hollow. Please don't expect anything, but I try my best and also try to comment what I'm doing. So they have 2 Scrappers. Why do they have 2 Scrappers? It's not good for me as a Condinector.
Spawniers return. They took the henge. The chieftain has returned.
Nothing can save you.
Okay, maybe we get a double CC here. It was risky going for the decap there, but it was fine in the end because they were pressured as well. This guy's dead. This guy's also dead in a second. I try to peel my teammate here so that they get the rest.
You've seized the henge.
We are still a little bit... why is my teammate going for beasts? And we get decapped on it. Oh no. We will probably try to heal this guy with the gyro. Yeah, but he's dead. We can try to let him bleed, but it's on point, so it's probably not worth it. Thanks for the follow, really appreciate it. Why is my team going for beast? Please don't go for beast in front of the enemy spawn. I should not go for the decap, I probably should have stayed, but I don't like to stay just in assumption that my team will fuck up. So I go for the cap here. Okay, at least they got the beast, but they will have a lot of respawns coming in. Probably lose the cap here. Okay, I think I take that 101. Okay, that was a really... Yeah, that, I mean, I think the assumption that they will fuck up is actually most of the time true, so that's why it's a safe thing to do. But if they don't and you did the wrong rotation just because you expected them to, it also feels really bad. So I have to be, you have to be really smart about when to do it, when not. So here I'm taking a 1-on-1 against the Scrapper. I have to be really safe just because they have a lot of damage. He missed his 5. And now he will stun break, I guess, in a second. Okay, now he's dead. Yeah, you see, as soon as he double dodged and did use his stun break, he's instantly dead. I will CC lock him with this chill to the bone skill. And it's not PvE Reaper, it's a PvP Reaper. This guy jump dodges, but dodges nothing. That hit me. How did that hit me? I'm against 3 people and my thief is just interesting. I mean, at least we are 90 points ahead. Better than nothing. But our team is 3v2ing here and are not able to kill a necromancer, so that's interesting. I think I will go far again. Yeah, exactly. They had a respawn. That was a big problem. But like I said, when you're playing necromancer and you're out of position, it doesn't really matter. If you're against a Scrapper and you're out of position, even in a 1-on-1 you will die. So I was out of position. The respawn did not matter that much actually. I was dead anyway. They have a lot of damage here on me. What a chill. We have to play really careful here. This match is still not won. I mean, our team got, I think, at least 4 beasts now. Stealth is... You see, out of position, this guy just kills me. I will die instantly. Maybe I get the decap. Okay, I forced the stun break. I mean, probably not worth it, but hopefully my team wins close. Otherwise, we are in a bad spot. So now I'm in a tough spot. So should I go far just for the decap? Or should I go close and help the fight? Probably go far and decap. We have the Reaper here. I will let me hit from some skills and get the PC. I'm dead again. Just feels so bad. Why is the Guardian here as well? So now we lost the match for that. It should have gone close. I did not expect the Guardian to be here. That's sad actually. So you see, it was easily winnable if I did not throw the whole match in the last minute. It's not lost yet, but I did so many mistakes. It would be not fair actually if we won this match. Oh. I will go now close and try to win the fight. Yeah, sure. But the thing is, yeah, you're right. My teammates are the problem. But in the end, it doesn't matter. Because the only thing that I can change is my gameplay. And you see, it's really bad. It's really, really bad. So that's why we lost. My gameplay was shit. So... I mean, it's not lost yet, don't get me wrong, we can still win, but I am the reason that it's so close. So the last 3 minutes were really, really bad. They will get a kill here. They will engage on me in a second.
The keep's been lost.
Yeah, that was bad. Definitely. I mean, it was really sad in the sense that I could have easily carried this match. Easily, it was insane. But the last, let's say, 3 to 4 minutes were just throwing really hard. I mean, if I would have played another class, I could have carried the last 4 minutes easy, let's say more easy, because the problem was I was really slow, so I wouldn't be able to decap everything while still being able to participate in the fight. But I would not have been in this place in the first place if I would have consistently kited and did not die to the scrapper on far. So this is always the snowballing. If you think you're winning the match and you are too confident, overconfident in your gameplay or your current spot, then you die and it gets snowballed because you can't come back in the match. This is really, really frustrating. But I think I learned something from that, because now you have to see Reaper stay in fights that you think you can win. Yeah, sure, definitely. I think it was a big problem that my team was just not rotating at all. Also, the Thief was not participating in the classic Thief gameplay, just fighting permanently in a team fight. I should have been in a team fight and not the Thief, so yeah. But like I said, I can't change the team's rotation, so I have to try to play better. And I can only play better if I analyze my own mistakes. And this game, especially in the last 4 minutes, I made a lot of mistakes. Yeah. That's why at least on a Necromancer, I like maps that are smaller and where people don't go for objectives like the Beasts. So this map is, if no one goes for Trebuchet, it's actually a good map. But oftentimes people really mediocre, people at best, go for Trap and then it's over. Trap is horrible. So I always try to be optimistic, but people that go for Trap, it's a really bad decision. There is, I would say, never a situation where you should go for Trap. So they have a Scourge. I was just thinking going for Willbender, but I don't like to fight against those people that are possibly quite Condi heavy, the 3 Condi classes. Maybe. I don't know if this power or Condi.
The match starts soon.
And Hollow Smith is really easy to kill with the Condi Reaper. Yes, the thing is, I have to be honest, this utility skills are so good. I agree that Worm can help, but I think if you take Worm, you expect to be in a position where you should not be. So you expect to make mistakes, and I try to play with the best setup and don't expect my own mistakes. So I try to play as the best as I can and play with the best possible utilities. And these utilities here are extremely strong. This guy is dead. Nah, he disengaged. Okay, Holosmith has too many blocks. So I'm going here now because the... Oh, never mind.
Enemy captured the clock tower.
Nothing can save you. Bring this one down.
Stop.
Your stone is mine. Stop kill to the bone.
At least we got the dead eye kill here. I hope. It's a power ref.
Nothing can save you.
It's impossible actually. I don't know what I can do at this point. So the Deadeye was permanently on me the last 2 minutes, I would say. And I actually killed them in the end. But my team just lost the whole map. And I think it was a bad decision. Maybe I should have died. And I don't know. It's really hard. I think this is... There you see... This, sometimes with a special build you can't really carry in a situation. I think this build is really good. But in this decision, I really don't know what I could have done differently. I kited for so long. I will now go far and maybe try to go in a 1-on-1 because I don't expect anyone to win a 1-on-1 against me. But my team lost close. At least they won mid, but at this point we are 100 points behind. This map is quite hard because there's no objective to come back. No stillness buff or something. So we have to get the map control. We didn't even get mid, even though we won the mid fight. We get outnumbered mid now, so I have to go there as well and help them. There are 2 people here now. I think I have to disengage here for sure. Okay, they got the double stun here. That's probably a kill here. I can get another one.
Just a bit of your soul. You won't miss it.
Okay, now we have him.
Mansion captured.
He will port on me in a second, that's the problem. Oh, he had a block. That has to be such a hard carry game, it's insane actually. Get a kill, please. Just kill this guy, please.
Setting up.
The random block. It's this. I mean, he's getting the block from, obviously, from being a Scourge and transfusioning. Please, just kill this guy. Welcome, Anastasia, welcome. I have to be really breathing. My teammates are just, they want me to lose. It's actually insane. I die and they just ignore the enemy downstat. Oh, it hurts. It's just hurting. I get kills left and right and they just ignore the downstats. I think this match is lost. I have to be honest. I'm trying my best here, but my team is just really feeding left and right. Let's see. He's so dead. And the thief is again here, so I'm never having a fair 1-on-1.
Enemy captured the man.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, that is the second match today, and it just hurts. It really hurts. It's just I try my best, but I'm not sure if anyone could have won this match because my team is just trolling left and right. I'm not even sure if they are playing or if they are just going in this match and deliberately throwing because they're just ignoring me. You know, I win a 1-on-1 and someone else comes and I die to it and they just ignore me. I don't know. Tough. I hope you're enjoying the stream. I try my best to be positive here, but at this point I think it's over for sure. Yeah, I think it's, to be honest, PvP right now is just horrible in the sense that it's fun to play, don't get me wrong. I think the meta is actually in a somewhat okay spot, but the problem is the population is so low that you sometimes just have matches that are like this, you know. You just have to accept that the team will not make it. I mean, yeah. And people just, especially in low elo, they don't understand what their role is supposed to be. So I'm Necromancer. I don't want to be in a 1-on-1. So if people outnumber me and expect me to survive the outnumbered situation, they have to think again because I will not survive at 1v2, you know? Yeah, exactly. I think the player base is inexperienced, which is obviously not a big problem because you have to learn and start somewhere. Yes, that makes sense. But the problem is that I feel like that people, before they get anywhere, they just quit the game. So we have almost no... Oh, we have 2 Willbenders. And the enemy team has 2 Willbenders as well. Should I go for a Willbender game? No, I think I will show you why Condi Reaper is actually really good against Willbender. People, especially with Scepter, you have a big Corrupt here, especially if you combine it with your Nothing Can Save You shout. You actually have an unblockable Corrupt and a Willbender that just used his F3, will not dodge, and you will corrupt the boons. And they are dead after that. That's the cool thing. If you can pull that off, you will kill Willbenders every single time. So let's see. Hopefully this is a match where I can finally play good, play well, because the last 2 matches I was not playing as best as I could, I would say. But the last match was hard anyway. I think I would not have won even if I played as well as I ever did. So yeah, let's see. So they have a support probably, at least to some extent. Maybe it's a hybrid support. But that's bad, but it's probably not someone that is really good at it. So I might just burst them with conditions. They will probably all engage on me, so I have to be really careful here. I'm going to no port spot here. Okay, they are on this guy. Yeah, I entered the heal. They got the cliff, I guess, yeah. That's fine. They will die now, probably. Okay, they are dagger focus, which is good for me. They got the corrupt. Dagger focus is in that sense good because they don't have cleanse on the other side of the map. I lost the thing. I did not get the corrupt. That's actually sad. But we got the kill anyway. Why did our Willbender die here? Hopefully he goes for the self-rest. Yes. How did you die? Please.
clock tower captured.
Protected.
Mansion captured.
Can't get the kill here.
Protected. Your zone is mine. Nothing can save you. Shield to the bone. That's how amazing I am.
Enemy captured the clock tower.
Your zone is mine. Protected.
I tried my best, but Willbender... I mean, at least my team is back, but that was tough. I mean, they used everything on me, so that's fine. But even if I kite here, they still can damage me. So yeah, it's a tough one. Hmm. So I didn't go close yet just because my team is
Captured the windmill.
lost close. Until I'm there, they will have lost for sure. So I try now to burst this guy. He's even playing mist form. He's playing so defensive.
Enemy captured the mansion.
Shield to the bone. Nothing can save. Your zone is mine.
Just wanted to get some time here.
Enemy captured the clock tower.
Yeah, it's just so much damage, you know. I mean, I guess I have him now.
Mansion captured.
Yes, I probably cleave him here a bit and then go for the decap. Yeah, I have to be careful because they have an elementalist that could go for the res here. We have a DC here, so it's just... That's tough. It just feels really tough. Willbender will engage on me in a second.
Zone is mine. Nothing can save you.
Okay, he used his contemplation already, so he's so done. He doesn't even have the thingy. What a blind.
Zone is mine.
Enemy captured the windmill. Enemy captured the mansion.
Nothing can save you.
Yeah, I mean... That's not gonna happen with 1DC.
Mansion captured.
Yeah, I tried to have fun, but you see, every single game is like that, you know. It feels horrible. So I try my best. Of course, if we have a DC, it's almost uncarryable at this point. But I did not die here. They had a had to fight quite hard to get me. So I played that okay. But I'm not sure. Probably. But my team lost mid, so it's really hard.
Enemy captured the clock tower.
Shield to the foe. Suffer. Your sword is mine.
We got him. We got the cliff.
Enemy captured the windmill.
Your sword is mine.
Nice, I interrupted the heal. I think I got both now. He doesn't have cliff anymore.
Nothing can save you. Your sword is mine. Shield to the foe.
I mean, if we had a fifth player, that would be really easy. But at this point, I think we have to just say it's over. I mean, I guess I choked all of them here.
Protected. Nothing can save you. Suffer. I am dead. Your sword is mine.
Yeah, I mean, that's the problem when you play Spear. You get chased like half across the map. But you see, I mean, I don't play Spear and I still get chased all across the map here.
Nothing can save you.
Enemy captured the clock tower. Windmill captured. Your trebuchet's been destroyed.
Protected. Shield to the foe.
I mean, it's not lost, you know. I'm not coping, but actually it's not lost. Leave. Dodge.
Clock tower captured.
Nothing can save you.
Enemy captured the windmill.
Your sword is mine.
Okay, we have him here. But we've lost on the other side of the map. So... yeah, I think that's actually... don't get me wrong, but I think I like it if people chase me as a necromancer. Because then I get value just from existing, you know? Because bad people will now just follow me until the end of time, you know? So if I don't die, I get a lot of value here, you know? But the other side of the map is again lost. I mean, my team has to rotate here, but they don't see it, you know? Now it's fine. Now we are in a 3v3, but that's not good enough, you know? We have to be outnumbered to win this match. I mean, we lost mid. We're just a man down, or a woman for that matter. So, yeah, I try my best, but it's not gonna happen, I guess. My team lost close here. Flashbang is so annoying. Good evening, Smiley, welcome.
Enemy captured the mansion.
Okay. Please. Nah, it doesn't matter. I tried my best. I tried my best. Yeah, actually it's true. Actually so true. This game is, even though it's a 4v5, it feels way better, way more close than the match before.
Nothing can save you. Your stone is mine.
Yeah, that's just how it goes. But at least we don't lose points for that. I'm not even in for the rating. So that's just how it goes. Yeah. Let's see. Maybe next time. Next match might be better. So maybe it's also because I'm playing Necromancer. This build, like I said, might not be the absolute carry build. Especially when there are 5 Willbenders in the enemy team. They might destroy my team even if I survive. So maybe you have to play a build that carries your team harder. Because this build, if I don't get a team fight, I can't carry. So let's see. Let's see. By the way, if you have any questions or any feedback, always let me know. I'm happy to see something. So no, I'm playing I'm playing most meta builds. So next match I will play some Willbender, I guess, or maybe some Elementalist. Just I'm really enjoying this build right now, even though I'm losing all the time now. I'm not sure if it's the build or me, or maybe just bad luck. What do we have here?
Target identified.
What do we go for here? Yeah, let's go for some Willbender gameplay. How bad can it be, you know? I think one of the best builds currently is also a Hybrid Tempest, just because in a ranked match you can support your teammates, you can 1-on-1, you can go for team fights as a damage dealer to some extent even. So there are a lot of options, but I think Willbender is a really good carry build as well. I know this plays Condi Reaper. This is, I don't know what that is, probably some kind of greatsword meme. This map is quite good for Willbender or for some port specs, because there are not that many port spots on the outer side of the map at least. And I can equip the new spear skin. Very nice. Where is it? Which one do we want?
The match starts soon.
Maybe this one. Because I really like it. Exactly. So I just want to have fun. You know, I played so many hours of Guild Wars 2 PvP. At this point, I don't have a goal. The rating is just, who cares? I'm just going for having fun, and most of the fun comes from just playing different builds. Because if you always stick to one build, it might get boring fast. So
Take the initiative. Willing light.
Windmill captured.
where's my team? I'm against 4 people here.
Enemy captured the mansion. Enemy captured the clock
I mean,
tower.
maybe they get the counter kill here. No, they don't. That was obviously too much. I thought I actually did expect to kill this guy, but I did not know where's my whole team. But okay, it's fine. I overcommitted too hard on this guy. I actually expected to kill him. But my team was not following in anything. So I did not get any damage done. I have to calm down. I have to relax, and maybe this is a great sword berserker. With hammer. Okay, that's a cook. So maybe I can help our virtuoso here. No, he's dead. Okay. Then I try to get the decap and maybe go far and kill the support. Oh nice, they ported on me.
Protected. Willing light.
Target identified.
Protected.
Enemy captured the clock tower.
Okay, we have a fresh air weaver here as well, but now we are in a 1v3.
I'm fast as the wind. Wonderful combination. I do not accept defeat.
1v4 actually. Why is my team... At least take out the decap. Okay, that's worth. I take that. But they don't even get the decap. Okay, never mind. Maybe I don't take it. Okay, let's see. Let's concentrate here. My team won the mid fight, but lost another player. Okay, so I guess I will reinforce mid. Maybe look at the decap at far, because my team is apparently losing again. Okay, we probably
Clock tower
have him here.
captured.
Yeah. Okay, he doesn't go for the rest. I just anticipated going for the rest here. Okay, we have. Let's see. Maybe we can get the. Yeah, we got him. Or let's go for this guy. We might get the. Okay, we don't get it. I thought maybe my teammate was actually did hit him. Ah, so close. Okay, we have him again. Maybe this guy gets the cliff. No, he doesn't even have a cliff, I guess. Okay, he has the cliff. Ooh, really tough. We are now against 4 people. Yeah, I didn't want to waste my invuln here because I probably would die anyway. Yeah, I mean, it's actually insane. It's the 4th match in a row where you have to play really, really well to carry this, because my team is just saying, good luck, you have to play really well in this one. Yeah, I actually like it. Better than having stomps in one direction or the other one. So that's a match where you can learn something. Yeah, I'm doing good. How are you doing? So currently a little bit excited if we can carry this match, but why is no one capping here? Oh my god, please.
Mansion captured.
We got one shot.
Enemy captured the clock tower.
Okay, we got him. They might have a cliff, so I have to be careful here. Yeah.
Enemy captured the mansion. Windmill captured.
Okay, we got a kill here. Okay, he died off point. That's that. If why are no? Now I have to cap, which is fine in that sense because I can't let him bleed, and my team might have killed this guy. But in the end, it's better to have someone else cap because then you can damage the enemy team. But okay, we have here one guy, and they have a kill, so let's leave it at that. I mean, we should have this one, yeah. Now we are in a good position. We can come back from this for sure. If we don't overcommit, because they are all in respawn now, so they might all come close. They're close. Our Weaver is hard overcommitting. He lightning flashed in, which is obviously really aggressive. Might not be the play here. Okay, we got this guy. Very good. We have to focus this one here for sure. Okay, maybe we go on the Necro, please. Here, Necro. Okay, we have the Necromancer, but we got stunned by this guy, and now they died. But he whirled down. Whirlwind did it down. So now I guess I go for this guy here. We are in front of their spawn, which is obviously not where you want to be. I want to die before they kill anyone else. Maybe they would have gotten rallied here. So 50 points ahead. We got a kill here. We are in a good spot, but my team is hard overcommitting in front of their spawn. So very unlikely that we will win in the end this fight here, just because that's not making sense. But I guess we got kills. That's good enough. I will now reinforce them just to be sure, even though our close point is not kept, so that's my decision here. Let's see if I can make that work, but I think it looks quite good. So this is a good target here. Because he's quite squishy. I know that. Because he's playing great, sir. So now we go on this warrior, I guess. Okay, we got him.
Mansion captured.
Okay, all warriors down. I guess they ignore them. Just wanted to make sure that they don't get the... okay, this guy is so dead. He's in Rampage, so or Vengeance. We don't have a problem here. And I guess at this point we won the match. Was a close one again, but we had some nice mid-fight and then we carried the match from that. But you can see that can swing in any direction, you know, even though it was such a storm in the end then. If we lost the team fight, it might have gone in the other direction. It's just how Guild Wars, especially on this map, works.
Clock tower captured. An enemy trebuchet was destroyed.
He double dodged here. I mean, he's so dead then. Never double dodge. So you only double dodge in Guild Wars 2 if you really, really need to dodge to avoid all the damage that you will get. Just because double dodging leaves you so vulnerable to being killed in the next second, you know.
Your team is victorious.
So always, yeah. Yeah, but that's normal Anastasia. So if you have a Necromancer, they will be the target, you know? Necromancer is a slow-moving opponent, and even if you are playing Harbinger, you are somewhat slow. You are still faster than most other classes, but you are still a little bit slow, you know? Because if you don't have your Harbinger Shroud up, you are really easy to catch, and you will be the target, you know? People know if they let you free cast, they will die in the end because you have so much consistent damage. Doesn't matter if you're a Harbinger, if you're a Reaper, you have consistent damage. So they will always go for you. And sometimes, like you saw in the previous match, people will follow you to the end of the world. And that's of course not smart as well. But you can also use that to your advantage. But if you are like this Necro and double dodging, you will be the prime target of me, because I see he doesn't have any defensive tools anymore. I will commit with everything I have, because I know they will eat every single damage that I have. So let's see if we find another match that is somewhat close, because those are definitely the interesting matches. Thanks for the follow, Seolis, by the way. Yeah, so I try my best and explain what I do. And of course, very important here, if you see a mistake I made, please call it out. Of course, try to be friendly, but I am happy to get any feedback that improves my gameplay. So if you find something that was a bad decision, was a bad mechanical play or whatever, let me know. I always want to learn something, you know. I might be a veteran, but I'm still far from being good enough to win any big tournaments or something, and I want to learn it, you know. And yeah, I really like the new spear. It's really cool. It fits to so many classes, you know. It's really, it has an icy theme, but it also has some kind of ghostly theme, and it's quite down to the ground. It's not too flashy. It's really cool. I like it. And the footstep is also nice. Not crazy, but it's nice. Welcome, Filthy Cashew, welcome. Just having some really intense PvP matches. It's actually quite fun. I hope you enjoy it as much as me. But intense matches are way more entertaining to play, even if I lose them, than having a 500 zero stomp where I win. Because from those matches I can't really learn. I can't maybe make a video about it, you know. I always think about how I can learn something. Sure, what is the question? It was my first Willbender game, by the way, this evening, so I played a lot of Condi Reaper, but it was not working out that well, so let's see. Maybe we can play some Elementalist as well. Maybe we can also find a place where we can play some Condi Herald. I think Condi Herald is also really strong in the current meta. So, you mean with the sword shield? That's the how is it called? How is it called? Yeah, I know what you mean. So, in the, is it Colosseum? I think it's Colosseum. Yeah, Colosseum. So in Colosseum, on all of the wooden things, the crates around the side nodes, you can't teleport, and you cannot teleport on the plate or on the stages where you have those broken stairs up, or those fallen pillars or something. You can't port on that either. The only thing that you can port on are those really big ramps to the middle of the map. So So I would say if you are in doubt, most of the time you can't teleport on this map. So this map is really good for kiting. Especially for people like necromancers or something that have a lot of range DPS, and willbenders that face those players that are able to go to the no port spots and kite have a tough time, because you're so much melee focused. Until you get there, you have eaten so many attacks that it might hurt. So Colosseum is I would say a tough map for willbender if you face a lot of ranged classes. So here I go definitely for something offensive, because they have so much, let's say, aggressive things. I like it. You don't have a lot of damage if I don't go for Necromancer here, I would say. I don't know, maybe. It's hard to tell. No, normally I would say the only reason you would expect someone to teleport is if they are also on the same wooden platform. So if you are on the same wooden platform, you can to some extent teleport. It's a weird feature in Guild Wars 2. So as soon as you are on the same no port spot than the other guy, or you, then you can port to each other, you know? So it's more like, it's checking if you are on the same layer, so to say, and at the moment you are able to teleport to each other. It's a little bit weird, but it works like that. So if I stand, for example, like on this thing here, I will be able to teleport on my enemy if he's also there. If he's not there, then it's not working. The corruption. I guess.
Point A is yours.
I hate these tanky Scourge comps.
The
It's just
enemy has
annoying.
taken point B.
I'm fading fast.
So I was using my 4 here on me. It looked a little bit weird, yes. But I was using it to cleanse my conditions, because I feared that the long-lasting bleeding will kill me in the end. So I have to be careful. This is here in front of their spawn. So I will just cleave this guy, because it's a ranger after all. Rangers have a crazy good self-res, or even the hand-res with another player might kill, not be easy to kill even as a willbender. Double dodge, this is the target. Always look out for this. If someone is double dodging, they are such an easy target, you know. My team doesn't make use out of it in the end, but nice, we got him. The Scrapper blew us up here. No way. My team, please, there was no damage. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's if as soon as you have someone that's really good and you are no port spot and they are also there, you have to be careful, because they know exactly what they are doing, you know. Because if people know that there's a no port spot, that might be enough for them to. Let's go for 4-man kill here. So did I think I killed him. Really? Really good. I killed 3 people, 2 people. So I will open the community guild in January. I will release a video about it in this week, at the end of this week, and with more announcement. So a slight teaser here, and then I will open the community guild.
Ready for targeting coordinates.
We didn't get him. Unlucky.
Point B belongs to you.
Now we have him. Okay, we have a stealthing.
Point C is in enemy hands.
Skyhammer calibrated to red.
Okay, we got this guy. I have my sword. Okay, he's jumped down, so he's dead. If he didn't jump down, I would use my F3, my sword 3 here. What is he doing? Yeah, I think Filthy Casual, actually that's a big problem. I think Willbender in competitive, you know, really high level play, I would say Willbender is actually fine. But the problem is, only a fraction of the whole community is at that level. So I would say we should balance the game around the low level as well. So that means a lot of people in low level die to Willbender. Then nerf Willbender, you know. So that's a big problem. And ArenaNet apparently doesn't really care or is not capable of just changing the numbers of Willbender a bit, because I feel like if the damage would be turned down, we had... oh, come on. Ah, that hurts. Just CC locked there. If you change the numbers a little bit, you know, just the damage down, then you have to play better to make the burst work. And in low levels, or a little bit not really highlighted gameplay, Willbender would actually be fine as well, you know. But at the moment, I would say it looks more like Willbender is just really oppressive in almost any elo, and that's a big problem. So I have to disengage here. Now the skills are gone.
Cannon operational. Ready for targeting coordinates.
Hello? What? Did you see that? I couldn't use my F2. I don't know what happened there. I think I might... what happened there? Am I lagging? No, I don't know. Yeah, I think the thing is, a lot of people actually play Willbender right now. And I would say there are some builds that can be really good against the Willbender. But the problem is, a lot of people, it doesn't matter which build you play, don't know how to avoid the Willbender damage. And that is a big problem.
The enemy has point A.
Okay, we somehow are still in, ahead, but still. Welcome, welcome. So, in my opinion, Guild Wars 2 is a great game because it has amazing combat. You see it here, I'm playing PvP. And it's really fun to play. And it's really exciting in the sense that it's really fast-paced, but still quite tactical as well. You know, you have a lot of buildcraft decisions that you can make, and that's why I like it so much. But of course, not a lot of people go that in depth like I am. But even on a beginner level, you have a lot of decisions. It's really fast-paced, and it's really interesting. You have a lot of different classes that you can actually play, and they all feel quite different. So it's a fun game. Just, and you have a free trial. So if you want to try it, why not? You know, it's really easy to get into. You just use the free trial, so to say, until you feel like either you don't like it or you are somewhat, yeah, sure that this is the game for you, and then you can buy the expansions. I think that's a really good system. It says Guild Wars 2 is free to play, but in the end it's more like a free trial. So it's like you play it a bit, and then as soon as you hit level 80 or you hit yeah. Yeah, thanks.
Operational.
Thanks for joining. Have fun.
Targeting coordinates. Skyhammer calibrated to red.
I have to be really careful here. But I got the kill. Okay, that's good. That's such a close game. I have to concentrate here. And then we can discuss the Willbender problem again. I fear we lost the game because my teammates are losing the midpoint here.
Point A is yours.
If we can hold
Point
this
B is yours now.
cap, it's actually fine. But I think I can't hold it. Yes, I'm dead now. I overcommitted too hard, but my team won mid. Maybe it's fine. Yeah, we can discuss it and give me 1 minute. I want to maybe make this game work, but I think it's over anyway. They will get more points in the time that we have until we win the match. Maybe we can kill this guy, but it's probably not gonna happen.
Point B
Okay, we have
belongs
the
to you.
point now, but it's not enough, I guess.
Cores installed. Charging the laser.
Sad. I tried my best. Okay, so I think Boon King is for sure correct there, that we have on the high level gameplay, we have a big problem that, for example, the Frenchies and a lot of team comps are revolving around having a really supportive bunkery playstyle. You know, you have somewhat of one bunkery side noder, sometimes two supports, and some tanky roamers like a Condi Herald or something, you know. And if you nerf Willbender damage, which is the only maybe somewhat viable, really bursty class, we don't have anyone that can break this bunker playstyle. And that's a big problem. But at the same time, we have this low level problem, you know, that low level, I mean something like gold or even lower ratings. Willbender is quite easy to play, you know, you just spam your buttons to face roll your keyboard, and it's a lot of damage that you push out, you know. And therefore, you have a big discrepancy between Willbender low level and Willbender high level. And I would say you have to make the cut and say, okay, Willbender either has to go down in damage or the bunkery playstyle has to go down. Because if you just nerf Willbender damage, you will have matches that always go 15 minutes. And you will have really slow matches in high level gameplay. And that's also really boring to watch. And if you just let it like it is, people will complain forever that Willbender is too easy and you can easily kill them. Any players with it, even with no skill. Thanks for the follow, Turtle. Thanks a lot. Also time to limit. Thanks a lot. So, in my opinion, they should severely change how they balance and make it more like they balance the game, the PvP, every 4 weeks. Just small adjustments so that a few number changes, you know, just maybe nerf the cooldowns of the virtues here. And also nerf a lot of the sustain that people use in high-level gameplay. And that would help them, you know? So it's yeah, I mean, I think it's really... in my opinion, I was really shocked that we didn't get a balance patch in the last few weeks, not even some hotfix, because I feel like a lot of people are actually not playing currently competitive modes, not only PvP, but also World vs. World, because Willbender is so oppressive against people that are not knowing how to dodge the damage. And I think that's a bad sign, because that might be people that are interested in the game mode, but leave because they feel the balance is bad. So that's really hard, you know. And I think Onyx is right. I think ArenaNet has a really tough time to come up and live up to this expectation, you know. Yeah, so we have here a question from YouTube. So what's my opinion on Elementalist and Catalyst? They seem pretty oppressive in SPVP. So I would say Core Elementalist is not that oppressive. No one actually plays it because Catalyst is actually way better. And actually Tempest and Catalyst are really strong in PvP right now, just because they actually are really tanky with the blocks, with the just evades, with the spam, with the endurance gain, with the Condi cleanses. But they have been really bad, or at least Elementalist, not Catalyst, but all the other Elementalist specs have been quite bad in the last few years. So now it's finally back, but it's still oppressive. I think it's okay to make it a little bit, you know, flavor of the month, so to say. So sometimes this build is really good, and then the next few months this build is really good. But ArenaNet has the tendency that, for example, a build like Willbender is really good in ranked for years. And then they make a change, and then the next build is good for years. And that's not good, because people that don't play that build, or people that just want some variety, you know, variety is the spice of life. So people like that get really sad, because it's just always the same build. And yeah, I think the only thing that really helps is more frequent balance patches, you know? They don't have to be big, in my opinion. They just have to change stuff that is currently played and not played. Yeah, I think that helps a lot against Willbender, is just denying their damage output, either by just weakening them or even CCing them. Those are definitely things that you can do. So I mean, let's spice it up. Let's go for some Tempest gameplay. So I think it's really hard for a player like me to give really good options for ArenaNet, how to balance the game, because in my opinion, the thing is, you just have to balance it more frequently, you know. But what can you do, you know? I think Boon King is totally right here. I think Boon corrupting is a really interesting mechanic, because a lot of classes, especially Chronomancers, Willbenders, those classes are really Boon spammy. And if you had more classes like Necromancer with Scepter that can corrupt really heavily, or at least not only corrupt but also remove would be okay to some extent, then we can maybe counterplay it a bit. But the problem is not a lot of classes are currently played with this, so that's a problem. And you have to understand that a Willbender is not made for 101. So a Willbender is more like a roamer. A Willbender should be played as a roamer, like a thief, you know, that can't stealth. That is a Willbender. So, and a team fighter to some extent. If you face a hybrid Catalyst, or Tempest for that matter, with Dagger, you should not be able to win this 101. That's not how it works. You should not play a build that can just win everything. That's not good, you know. You should have some counterplay, you know. Some classes should be able to kill you.
You've lost the dock.
Okay, this guy's probably dead.
taken the archway.
Yeah, the Tempest build in World vs. World is actually really fun. I also really play it all the time because it's really, really fun. But I think the problem is I would also play more PvP if the matches would be more like really close all the time, because that's really fun. Today it's really good. I really enjoy it today, even though I'm losing too often for my taste, but that's okay. At least I can learn something. So we are ahead here. We are in a bad spot in this sense because I'm currently almost alone with my teammate here against 3 people. Not a spot where you want to be. So I have to kite here. I hope no one ports on me. Okay, they just left. Where did they go? Okay, they stealthed. Okay, I have to be really careful. They are really high on damage. Okay, we got 2 kills here and we have the cap. Looks like a good match to win. So I really like it when my team is playing 2 cap, when I'm playing support. I didn't even notice we have 2 thieves. Okay, interesting. But then it's even harder to go for 3 cap because thieves can't fight for that long most of the time. So we should go for the decaps all the time. Apparently my thieves actually want to fight. So we will now get the bell, I guess. And we have 3 people here. They fight the bell, I guess. How many are on the bell? 2. That's good. That was really greedy here. But I guess I get the cliff here. I just wanted to get the overload. Worked out in the end, but could have died in a higher level match. That would be a really greedy play and would probably lead to my death. But it worked out in the end. We got the res here. We got a nice counter kill. They actually got 2 points, which is not good. But I guess we can recover from that. 1 thief should go far. 1 thief should go... my team is not rotating very well. I should not go close. I don't want to 1-on-1. That's not what I should do. Yeah, I mean, two thieves, it's really hard, you know. They don't want to team fight. I want to team fight, so...
You've taken the archway. The dock's been captured.
So we have a 3 cap here now. I have to kite a bit.
The bazaar is yours.
Nice, we got a kill here. I think the match is over. They surrendered. Very good. I mean, was not... I think this match was the first one which was not really exciting to play. I think I could have played anything and this match would have been... Well, even though we have 2 thieves, you see, the comp does not matter, you know. We have a really scuffed comp. We have a core ranger, we have a core thief, we have another thief, and we have a support, which is obviously horrible. But we still win the match most probably, because it's just skill is way more important than the comp. So if you have a bad comp and you have the better players, you will still win. So always fight, even if the matchmaking is trolling you, you know. Core Ranger in the sense, it's not, don't get me wrong, you can play it, but it's definitely not meta. So I just wanted to say, it's highly unlikely that you will find someone in a monthly AT or something playing Core Ranger and winning with it.
Cannons loaded. Ring the bell to signal them to fire.
The funny thing is I actually can win this one-on-one. People underestimate how much damage support Tempest also can bring to the table. Just because you have so much passive damage with your overloads as well.
Your team is
Yeah,
victorious.
easy win, very good. Okay. Was not the best showcase for an Elementalist match. So let's see, maybe we can make another one work. By the way, if we were talking about Willbender and how you can counterplay it, I think if you haven't seen it on YouTube, I have actually a guide about how you can deal with Willbenders. It's explaining in detail how you can actually deal with them, you know? And especially for new players, that might be a video that helps them a lot. So be sure to check that out if you haven't already, you know? Yeah, I think Tempest baseline damage is really high, you know? I don't have any damage traits, you know? Look at this. No damage traits, you know? And I have Avatar Amulet, but you can still kill damage dealers that are really aggressive on you. So this is now a match where I should not play support Tempest. We have too little damage then. Yeah, this is a Willbender match, I guess. I think that's the funny thing. I think amulets in PvP are really bad. You know, all classes can play Berserker Amulet because Berserker is actually the general amulet that you use. Even on a healer, you don't really need healing power because most of your healing comes from the Transference Sigil. You know, Transference Sigil gives you so much more healing than the healing power, 20% more increase, you know. That's just one sigil and you can run full damage. So I think I understand why ArenaNet just has so little amulets that you can play. There is Berserker, there is maybe Heretic for some builds, and then there is Sage, and then there is the last thing is Carrion. That's it. All the other amulets with Avatar, Berserker, Carrion, maybe Heretic, maybe Demolisher, maybe Tyrant, maybe Sage, but all the other ones, so half of them are not played at all. And previously they were doubled the amount. And it's only 10% of the PvE, that's correct. So I think this is a big problem in build crafting. So you can't really make a build because the amulets are not supporting your builds. The traits are deciding your builds. And they do that because they can't balance or make something changes that make the game less bunkery. But at the same amount of time, it's really sad because a Transference Sigil that gives you baseline 20% more healing is just way better than every healing amulet that you could get. Which is really boring, you know. I want to have different theories, build crafting, you know.
You've lost Dragon.
Is this it's a Condi Thief, is it not? I think it's a Condi Thief. It's really annoying. Core Condi Pistol Thief. Oh my god. That's just annoying. I mean, we have a 4v5 again, so I don't know what's going on today. Why are people just not letting me play? I try my best, maybe we can win, maybe this guy comes back, but it feels really bad, you know.
Take the initiative.
Ah, he's back. Okay, maybe we can win now.
You've lost Lion.
I mean, there are 4 people here. And my team still died against the Mesmer here in a 1v2. Interesting. And he's back. He's gone again. Yeah, it's insane. I mean, I did not actually notice it last season, but this season it's insane. I played, I don't know, at this point 20 matches or so, and I had now 2 or 3 4v5s. So that's the percentage is really high.
You've lost the field. The Colosseum's artifacts are accruing power. You've lost Dragon.
Yeah, I mean, that's sad. Sorry, guys, but I can't change it. Would have been an interesting match, I guess, if we had a 5 versus 5, but now it's just a stomp, of course. Yeah. I mean, Willbender focus is not... I would say it makes sense to focus Willbenders. You have to be a bit aware that you can focus a Willbender and still get cleaved, because a Willbender has a lot of damage just passively around it. If you are not sure what deals damage to you, should not engage a Willbender, because they can counter kill you easily. But I would say it's a good target for sure. The only big defensive skill they have is renewed focus. So sadly, no one wants to 1-on-1. They are all just spawn camping us.
You've lost the field.
Fight. But you also have to say that a Willbender has a lot of healing that it can provide it to itself. Because of the F2 skill. So the F2 skill is really strong if you use it correctly, because it heals you for each hit that you make on the enemy. So if you use it when you have, for example, your Whirling Light up or your Spear 4, it's really strong. So my teammates are just flaming each other in chat, because even though we have one AFK all the time, they are just not happy about the match. It's really funny, because in my opinion 4v5 is no one can do anything about it. It's just how it is. Except maybe the person that left. But you never know what, maybe they had a power outage, you never know, so I don't want to. No, I think PvP right now is just sad when you play for rating. You have to enjoy the game mode for what it is and have fun. If you go for rating and matches like these happen, that's just sad. They, of course, don't cost you rating, but it's just not giving you rating, so it also costs you time.
You've lost the field.
It also costs me some fun, because I would rather have a match that is close than something like this. But yeah, what can you do, you know?
The Colosseum's artifacts are accruing power.
Yeah, so it's nothing more to say, I guess. Yeah, I agree. During ranked season is just you have fun, you have matches that are hopefully somewhat fair, and then you enjoy making some gold doing it, you know. I'm happy with that.
Team has obtained an artifact.
And that's it, you know. And I would say I had some nice matches today, so that it's not too bad. It's just sad that matches like this happen and I can't really do much other than talk about it and yeah, just accept that we lose it, you know. And I can't even play fair fights because the enemy team is just spawn camping us. That's how it is, you know. So let's see, maybe we can find another build that we can play. Maybe there is a Condi Herald match as well in there. Condi Herald is also really fun to play as well, if you know what you're doing. For example, Condi Herald I would say is a build that can easily deal with Willbenders as well. Because you have some innate toughness, you have really good Condi pressure over time, and Willbender can't really cleanse Condis over time. Not if they use the healing skill. So that's a good tip that I have for people that play Willbender, but also for people that play against Willbender, which is a Signet is amazing when it comes to Condi removes. It removes passively every 5 seconds one condition. So if you are above, let's say, 40% health, as a Willbender, I would not use the Signet if you can hold it, because it will cleanse your conditions passively. Otherwise, if you use it, you don't have that many Condi cleanses, you know? And therefore, if you use it, or if the enemy Willbender uses it, and you have Condi pressure, apply it after they use their Signet, because they are extremely vulnerable to conditions. This goes in the direction as well that if you are Condi Reaper and they have their Signet up, don't spam them with Condis, because they will use Contemplation of Purity and cleanse all the Condis, and then they still get the value from this. As soon as they use the Signet, you can spam them because you force the Contemplation and then don't have any Condi cleanses anymore. So I try this a lot and it works really, really well. Yeah. Yeah. It was, back in the day, it was one of the worst healing skills, but now they buffed it so much. You know, the cooldown is down, the passive Condi cleanse is just there, and active Condi cleanse is also there, so it's a really strong skill now. Of course, on the Willbender, you can go for Reversal of Fortune, but most of the time, Signet is just better. So, Boon King, I think they had resistance and stability, I would say, made the game more complicated, but I feel like stability on its own is just preventing CC, while resistance is more of a boon that is supposed to prevent soft CC, you know? So a CC skill that really locks you down like a stun should be prevented by stability, while soft CC like Immobilize should be prevented by resistance. I think that makes sense, but for a new player, I totally agree with you. It might be way better to understand to say this boon makes you unstoppable. You know, so you can't be stopped. Whatever you're doing, you will do it. But I agree also for people that say this makes sense to split, because the game is a little bit, you know, if you compare Guild Wars now to when it released, it's, I would say, to some extent easier, you know. There might be more elite specs and more skills, more weapons that you can play, but the general combat system is actually not more complicated. They tuned it down a bit, you know. There are not that many unique buffs or unique stuff that happens to a class anymore. It's all in one, or most of the time, in boons or conditions. And I think that makes it way easier to get into the game. So I think it's okay if you have a slight complexity in the boons itself, because otherwise the game would really, in my opinion, be dull to theory craft if you have just one really overloaded boon and stability is still extremely strong. So don't get me wrong, I think even though you can be immobilized while you have stability, I think stability is still one of the best boons. So yeah. Okay, let's see what we can play this match. I think I play Necro here. Yeah, I think 10 years ago when there was Heart of Thorns and there was, for example, Alacrity was not a boon, it was just a buff for Chronomancer and it's the only class that could apply it. And there are a lot of really annoying things to learn as a new player because it was so weird. You had, for example, in PvE, you always wanted to have one banner slave because the banners provided a unique buff. And all of that is gone now. So it's way more tuned in the sense that you have one buff bar, you know, one boon bar, and that's it. And not two buff bars on top of each other, which makes somewhat complicated, you know. And therefore, I think it's, in that sense, I think the game has gotten way better. But I also like the uniqueness of the classes because you had really unique abilities to buff your allies. And I think that's gone now. So if you want quickness, you have now 9 different classes that can provide it. Which might be a little bit dull, you know. Yeah, I mean, I think in my opinion, DPS builds should, so in PvP, should not have any access to stability. I think stability should be something that supporters provide. That would be really cool, because then you had to play really careful if you don't have a support currently on you, and therefore it's way more interesting. But if you can provide yourself stability, you can easily fight in situations where you should not be, you know? And that's not something that I learned, you know? Yeah, Glyph of Empowerment, Grace of the Land, that was really cool times back in the day. So, I guess I'll go on the Wind Builder.
Nothing can save you.
You've lost Lion. You've captured Dragon.
This is Gunflame Warrior, okay. I guess let's focus this guy.
Shield to the foe. Your soul is gone. Nothing can save you.
What I really dislike is that Warrior now has 2 skills that look exactly the same, which is the Staff 2 and the Hammer F1. And the Hammer F1 is something that you have to dodge, while the Staff 2 is not something that you have to dodge. So that's something that I really dislike about reusing this animation, because it's not the same amount of importance, you know, that you have to dodge.
Nothing can save you.
That's a lot of downs here. Nice, we got the cleave, we got the rally. Now it's time to make a nice stun here and a kill, another kill. Really nice. I think this match is over. Sad. You know, another not close match. That's just... I wanted to have some close, entertaining matches, but that's just another stump. So, do you have a favorite class is the question here in chat. I get this question quite a lot. And I would say I have to differentiate between the game modes. So I don't have a favorite class that I play in every single game mode, and my favorite class changes over the time. That I have to say before I answer that. But currently in PvE, my favorite class is Mesmer. Just because Mesmer is so versatile, you know, you have Chrono, you have Virtuoso, they are so strong. For World vs. World, my favorite class is Elementalist. And for PvP, I actually don't have a favorite class because I play Herald. I really like Herald. And I also like to play Necromancer, as you can see. Yeah, so Mesmer I played a lot. Now I don't want to play Mesmer all the time because, yeah, Mesmer is strong and sometimes you don't want to play only one class in every single game mode. So that's why I changed it up.
The artifacts have reached maximum power.
Giga Chat, he used the banner. He one-shotted someone with the... That's crazy. He one-shotted someone with the Gunflame skill and then bannered them. That's crazy. That's crazy. So I'm just letting them bleed here. It's something that you can do. Letting them bleed on a capped point. You will get value, they don't. So Of course, you should only do that if you know the match is in a winning situation, otherwise you can't carry on the other side of the map. But in this situation, it's definitely okay to do so. So... yeah, I think Necromancer is in PvP currently. I really enjoy Condi Necromancer. I think sadly it's not in the best spot that it's currently been, but I really like Necromancer. I think just from the play style, you know, that you play slow, but you can kite them, you can just CC them to death. I think that's something I really enjoy. I think that's why Anastasia, honest answer, I think Necromancer might be my favorite class right now. Even though in PvP I would say it has been better. I think it's not the best currently. At least Reaper is not the best. I think Harbinger can work quite well in PvP right now. At least Power Harbinger, I think this is a really... okay. Power blocked? No. So skills like these, where they go invulnerability, like Defiance Stance here, or the Herald heal, the Glint heal, you can easily Condi burst them, you know, just apply a lot of Condis while they don't dodge because they want to get healed, and they die after the healing skill is over. So that's really important that you know that as a Condi Reaper.
The Colosseum's artifacts are accruing power.
Yeah, I think Harbinger, when it gets nerfed, it will be not very good anymore. I have to be honest, I think the spear is okay. I think they should... I think the Necromancer spear is okay. I think the problem is the blood rate line for Harbinger is really, really good. And if they nerf it, I think no one will play spear anymore, because it only works because Harbinger with blood rate line is really good. As soon as they nerf blood, the spear will get unused, and I really don't like that because I think the spear is in a good spot. It's not overtuned, it has some value on a power build, but currently Power Reaper is just not playable. It's really bad, and therefore I'm not the biggest fan of having Harbinger nerfs before Willbender nerfs. You know, I think that's just not something that you want to have. But I have to be honest, I just want any changes in PvP, you know? Whatever change they would make, I would have it rather than not having any change at all, you know? Because I feel like PvP currently has been the same for, I don't know, since Spear release, you know? So since August, everyone plays the same builds, which is really boring.
Look at this. So pretty.
So, some more skins for me. I'm a skin collector after all.
I want that.
So if you have any questions, feedbacks, comment, whatever, let me know. I'm always happy to discuss stuff. Yeah, I think Necromancer is definitely something that is heavily team reliant, in the sense that you are slow, or at least are somewhat of a team fight build, and therefore oftentimes when your teammates just don't make use out of your team fight potential and they just let you alone or rotate out of you of fights that you don't want to be in, then you feel really bad. I think Necromancer is, even though it's a DPS build, feels like a little bit of a support build, because support is also heavily reliant on your team's rotations. So if you know how to position as a Necromancer and you swap to a different class, you might feel it's way easier because you know already how to position, and the other class is a little bit more self-sustaining. But I feel like the accomplishment that you can get from playing a Necromancer to its fullest, you know, when you kill the enemy team because you get a nice stun, you get a nice burst combo off, that's really satisfying. Yeah. I totally agree. I think they should, as soon as they nerf damage or change something like Willbender damage, they should also heavily nerf support. I think, in my opinion, a full supporter should be viable, but a bunker side node or some kind of hybrid supporter should not be played, or only be played if you can instantly kill it, you know? If you have something that is able to one-shot the supporter build and make it so that it's not full bunker and you have a fight that takes 10 minutes because no one is dying. I think that's something that is not good. And I think something that can do that is a Condi Reaper or something that is really heavy on the boon strip, boon removes. So something like that would be really cool. So Onyx, I think the honest question here is, if you count people that are really playing a lot of PvP, so at least 10 matches per week, I would say the population is way lower than the raiders. But if you count people that play just 1 match or 2 matches or 3 matches per week, then the PvP population might be similar to raids. I totally agree. I think it should not only be Necromancer, but at the same time, I fear that as soon as they give Corrupts or something like that to other classes, they might be overpowered. Because almost all other classes are faster and somewhat more selfish, and a Necromancer has the ability to corrupt, but is still a little bit slow and easy target in that sense. So I think it makes sense to have a drawback to something like that, some really powerful thing. So the only 2 builds that I can imagine that make a lot of sense, and maybe, for example, the first one is a little bit less scope, is some kind of power virtuoso. I will release a build guide soon about it, but this has an amazing boon corrupt. Not corrupt, but boon remove. And this is really strong. And it's actually also quite good at dealing with Willbenders because it has so much range damage. However, I think it's still not there. So I would say the best class, in my opinion, that has existed to counter bunker was a power block Condi Mirage. I don't know if you remember the time, but when you played eggs with power block with a lot of confusion spikes, this build was amazing at bunker breaking. The reason why you can't play it right now is that it instantly dies to a Willbender, and even if it doesn't die, it doesn't have any resustain. And that's a big problem. So, in my opinion, builds like that should exist, but they should also have a drawback, which is good. But the point currently is, if you are easily killed by a Willbender, you can't play the build. And therefore, I think there is a lot of interactions going on. So you have a bunker that you can't kill, but you have a Willbender that does too much damage to make a bunker killer viable. So I think there's a lot of interactions that are not working good or working very well for the game. So I think they should just make major nerfs and buffs to just swing the meta, you know? Really bonk Willbender, really bonk all the healing supports like Chronomancer, like Tempest maybe even. Nerf really hard the side-noding bunkers like Core Warrior, like DH, like maybe even Condi Herald, all those really tanky stuff. Nerf it to the ground and bring other stuff back up. For example, Engineer is really bad right now. Not a lot of specs are actually playable in ranked. So why not buff this, you know? And just change stuff up, you know? I don't have a problem in general with some of those specs, but why not change it, you know? So I think Spellbreaker is better than Power Reaper for sure in PvP. Definitely. I think Spellbreaker, especially Strength, Spellbreaker is really strong. It has a lot of damage. So the best gathering tools are the volatile ones. They give you the most money for your buck. But also consider industry ones, because they are faster when you gather. So it saves you time. It might be more gold in the end if you save time. I totally agree. The best skill of Condiref, not a lot of people understand that, but the best skill of Condiref, especially on Spear, is the force skill. This AoE CC, this AoPE pull is so strong. It's so good. So if you can dodge that, most of the time it is actually dead. Or you can easily kill it. But if you get hit by that consistently, you will not be able to kill it. And I think if they increase the cooldown of that or even the cast time on that, it might change the build quite a bit and it's not that strong anymore. So might be a support match. Exactly. I think Condiref CC is really hard to recover from. Which is, in my opinion, okay if it was not that tanky and did still deal a lot of damage. So in the most... I just think... yeah, I would say it's fine if you have a CC bot that does not deal a lot of damage, but at the same time Condiref deals a lot of damage and has quite a lot of damage mitigation as well, so that makes it really overloaded, the kit. Yeah. And yeah, so also the slow and the chill that it has is really annoying. Don't underestimate soft CC in Guild Wars 2, it's really, really strong. That's the only reason why you can play Condi Reaper, because this chill is that you apply is so strong. If you hadn't had chill on Condi Reaper and the same damage, the build would be not usable. So let's see how this support match goes. We have a really offensive team comp, but the enemy team has an even more offensive team comp. So they can't teamfight us at all if we play it correctly. I'm not sure if this is a Power Weaver or Condi Weaver. But we should... yeah, it's a... I don't know what this is. It's a Hammer Weaver. Okay, this guy is dead instantly.
The dock's been captured. They've taken the bazaar from you.
I feel like I'm lagging a bit, so I hope you don't see any lags on stream. My skills are not activating when I press them. It's fine, we won the fight. It's true, Soul Beast is quite good against chill, but in my opinion it's still a little bit annoying. It's one of the most underrated conditions, I would say, chill. Because it's not only decreasing your speed that you move around, but it's also decreasing your cooldown or recovery, increasing the cooldowns your skills have, which makes it really a defensive and an offensive tool, you know. Okay, so we are outnumbering the thief here. Please, yeah, thanks, kill him. I should get the cliff. Oh, that was so close. He was at, I think, at 5% or lower. But it was fine, we did it. Yeah, exactly. It slows cooldowns of your offensive and your defensive skills. So therefore it is extremely strong in all situations. You know, even if you are aggressing on someone, they don't get their defensive skills as fast. So therefore they might die sooner. And they they will deal less damage because their offensive skills have the same cooldown reduction to it applied. So it's just a really overloaded condition, which makes the game, which makes a lot of people just underestimate how good chill is.
Give the signal and return fire once the cannons are loaded. Cannons loaded. to signal them to fire.
Blooded. I am mighty. Charged up.
Okay, we got the bell. I think this match is over.
Your enemy took the archway.
Rebound. Supported earth. I am mighty.
You see, they have so much stability on an offensive build. I think that's something that should not exist. I think an offensive DPS build that is for teamfight should not have access to a lot of defensive skills, or should be punished for using them too often because they have a long cooldown. I'm not sure if that's a really thing that changed in the few last months or something, but I totally agree. A lot of people just think first fight and the match is over, you know. I think the problem is that people just are frustrated with the builds that they face often. So people die to a Willbender and they will die to a Willbender in the next few minutes again, you know. So that might be a reason why people are just annoyed by the builds they face. But I think, in my opinion, I try to never give up if it's winnable, you know. So in their position, I would probably give up. The match is probably over. But if we just throw the match now, I mean, it's still possible from the time, you know. Yeah, I totally agree. I think there was a lot of builds in the past that were just the same as currently the Willbender. So Nade Hollow, of course, was really oppressive. But also Herald, Power Herald back in the day in Heart of Thorns was also really oppressive. So there are a lot of builds actually that have the same. Yeah, just the same oppressiveness.
And
Yeah.
return fire once the cannons are loaded.
Or had it at least. Yeah, I think it's a really good strategy that you have there. Just annoy the Willbender with your soft CCs or hard CCs even. Staff Tempest is really good at just providing range CC. And if you face a Willbender, that's stuff that kills the Willbender for sure.
Cannons loaded. Ring the bell.
And I think that's a good, a smart thing to do. Just be aware though that all your skills that you put away from you might also be skills that you can't cast on yourself. So in World vs. World, that's not a big of a problem, but in PvP, if you cast all the skills away from you, if you get engaged on, you can't use them to disengage. So there's always something about that as well.
I want that.
Okay, let's see if we can get another match. This was another stomp again. Happens.
Ready to rock.
I actually think the best support right now, is Tempest. I think Tempest is probably the best support right now. Either with Staff or Dagger Focus, both are valid. With the nerfs to Mesmer, with especially the Signet of Illusions change, I think this is probably the best build for support right now. I think Mesmer is still fine. I think it's in a really good spot as well. But overall, the Glyph as well, it's a really good support build. And especially in conjunction with Catalyst, which makes a lot of use out of the auras that you permanently dash out, it's really obnoxious. That makes this also really strong in competitive 5 vs 5 or ATs. It's really, really good. So if you look at, for example, so this build, yeah, I can share it for sure. So give me a second to inspect. Yeah, this is the build. So I like to run Relic of Leadership just because I feel like if I get Condi pressured on this build, I often feel like I get overwhelmed by the Condis. That's a ranked decision. You know, for example, if I face a Condi Reaper or something, I have a panic button with my rebound. And that gives me a lot of Condi cleanse for my team and myself. But the best choice overall, if you don't have that much problem with Condi cleanses, is probably Relic of Trooper. Yeah. Yes, I think that's, if you play Staff, you have to keep the mindset of being a support that still needs to play like a Condi Reaper or something. So you have to keep your distance. If you get engaged on in melee range, you have to go to no port spots, you have to kite, but always remember you're playing Staff. So you can cast your skills really easily on you, away from you, wherever you think you are going. Your team needs help. That is a big advantage. That's why I really like to play with Staff, because the potential that you have to be all around the point and not only where you stand is really high. However, if you feel like you get engaged up on too often and you can't really deal with it, Dagger Focus is for sure the better option there. Wow. Thanks for the subscription, Chucky. Thanks a lot. Really appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Yeah, okay, it's fine. I will not play support, especially with another Elementalist here. It might be another Reaper game. Oof. Yeah, I guess it's a Reaper game. Just because they have two Elementalists, and I really like to play Condi Reaper against Elementalists because they are just so vulnerable to permanent chill application. They have way more skills than most classes, so chill is way stronger because it denies the cooldowns that they get even harder than normally. That's why I like it so much. And Misttide is, you're right, Misttide can be good on Tempest as well, but you have to keep in mind it's for use for yourself. So on a Tempest, support Tempest, I would rather run Relic of Caracosa for even more healing. But if you run Caracosa, you are really vulnerable against conditions. So that's why I keep a little bit of a mix in ranked gameplay at least. Yeah, thanks. I hope it's not my English pronunciation, but more like the general language. So let's see how this one goes. So we have a really weird team comp. I think it's fine for the most case. We have two side noders. We have a probably support druid here. No, it's an offensive druid. And if I don't get killed permanently by the Soul Beast and the Deadeye, we should be in a good spot. I should play that carefully, and I think that's actually fine. So I wait until they have used some of the stun breaks, and then I go in and try to CC them. I think now it's a good time. No. I get a nice corrupt here. My scepter. Yeah, we got them. Nice, another one. I think someone disengaged, one Tempest disengaged to our close point. Yeah, I think double support. So if the enemy team has a support and we have a support, it slows down the game, which is really annoying sometimes. But I mean, that's a matchup. I don't really know if I want to take this, but I guess it's fine.
You've captured the field.
I think we have him now.
You've captured Lion.
Very good. I mean, if you... I would say there is nothing too stupid to say. I mean, if don't offend someone, and then that might not be stupid in the end. So...
The Colosseum's artifacts are accruing power.
Perfect shot.
You've captured the field.
I mean, let's see. If I would continue streaming PvP for the rest of my life, there might be a high chance that I will have at some point some really bad games, and I will probably end up in some really match evil German. But I really try to stay positive all the time. I think that's really important to, especially to keep new players interested and understand how the game works, to not really be mean to other people.
Perfect shot.
You've captured the field. You've captured Dragon.
Yeah, if I would have gotten for the rest, I would instantly be down. So my teammate is wrong here. I should not go for the rest here for sure.
You've lost Lion. Red team has obtained an artifact.
Okay, we got double artifact, so I can engage this and I will not die.
You've lost Dragon.
Nothing can save you.
Okay, he has to come back now, I think.
Your zone is mine.
Or he will be dead. Yeah, Condi Reaper feels sometimes really bad. You have so much skills to dodge,
You've captured
but
Dragon.
sometimes it's also really rewarding, you know? I think that's how a build should be, you know? I think this guy's dead. Oh, so close. We got the kill here.
Shield to the foe.
Sad, they evaded.
Nothing can save you.
Got the kill here, another kill, another kill. So always, if you have buff, at least one or two buffs, always fight. It's so important. You are so strong, especially with two buffs. The enemy team can't fight you most of the time. It's such a big stat increase. Yeah, it's really, really good.
The Colosseum's artifacts
So
are
that's a little bit
accruing power.
aggressive here, I have to be honest, standing in front of their spawn. But I guess if we constantly keep killing them, it might be okay.
Your zone is mine.
Protected.
Shield to the foe. Suffer.
The artifacts have reached maximum power.
Perfect shot.
Nothing can save you. Your zone is mine.
I guess I survived, very good.
Dead incarnate.
I'm still not out of combat, very good,
Red
I'm
team
now.
has obtained an artifact.
So I can go for the decap.
Your zone is mine.
Yeah, if you just play it slow, oftentimes they just ignore you after that. And now I'm in a good spot, I'm against the Deadeye, which I can win if I play it just slowly.
You've lost the field.
You see, if I play it slowly, just don't greed, don't go for the cap, just dodge constantly the spam they have here. Wait. Okay, they're out of range. They can't 101 me. It's just not working. No, I did not get the corrupt set. Would have been a nice corrupt.
You've captured Lion.
Want to get hit by some of the condis, so I can transfer them. And now I can follow up, but I don't have that much damage, so I will probably not get the kill, which is fine. Because the match is probably over anyway. My team hard overcommitted again, but it's fine.
The Colosseum's artifacts are accruing power.
So I have to be careful, the thief might be here as well. No, he's not. Okay, I got him.
The artifacts have reached maximum power.
Yeah, very nice game. Was not that close, but it was I think a fun game. I played quite well here. So if you try to survive as a necromancer for the longest amount possible, just play as safe as you can, and most of the time that will make you win the match, you know. If you play aggressive and you get killed for it, then you might lose the match for that. So just play it safe, survive, and most of the time the damage comes from alone. Comes by itself. So for a duo with a Tempest, I would say Willbender works extremely well, just to have more damage. I think this is an amazing combo, but for example, yes, yeah, I think Willbender is the best combo, I would say, for Tempest. If you use your cooldowns too early, you will do nothing too. That is true. So you should always, for example, this skill. So let me explain that. This skill you should never use when you know the enemy has a stun break, because this skill stuns for 3, maybe even 4 seconds, depending on if you hit it in melee range or not. So if you hit that when they have a stun break up, you waste your biggest CC you have. It's the biggest CC in game. So always see, for example, if you know you play against a Scrapper, Scrappers most of the time only have 1 stun break. So if they used it, use your chill to the bone when they don't have a dodge or when you expect it to land, and they are dead. They are simply dead. So always as a necro, think about when your skills count the most, when you can make them count the most. So it's really, really important. So Cyan, sorry, but it's actually, that was the last match of today. I all really hope that you enjoyed the stream. It was a fun one to me, at least. Be sure to check out my YouTube if you haven't already. And tomorrow, same time, we will do a PvP tier list. Hope you're all here as well. I want some really big debate with you and want to do some really nice tier list stuff, talking about PvP ranked, how it is. So yeah, be sure to be there tomorrow. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for all the follows, subscriptions. Really enjoy it. Thanks a lot for all your support. And yeah, see you. Have a good night. See you tomorrow, hopefully.
you had a good stream. Thank you very much. Hope you had fun as well. Yeah, our pink flag is like almost stickier than some of our people. You did some PvP? Nice. Hope you killed a lot of people.